So a special thing happens when you've got a mid-segment. The mid-segment would be half the length of the base. Or you could think of it as the base is twice the length of the mid-segment. That always happens because the smaller triangle will always be half the length or half the size of the larger triangle, because whatever this length is the exact same. So the entire thing is twice as big as the smaller triangle. So we can make a couple of problems here about this. If this is a mid-segment, we told it's a mid-segment, then that means that the mid-segment is half the length of the base. Or if you want to figure out what it is, then you say the base is twice as much as the mid-segment. So you would double the mid-segment, and then they become equal. You take whatever the mid-segment is times 2, and you get an equation. It's pretty easy to solve. Just distribute. Get your x's together. So 5x equals 25. So x equals 5. Another way we could look at the same type of problem is, we've got this giant triangle. We can see that we've got 5 and 5, 5 and 5. So that means that this length right here in the middle is a mid-segment of this larger triangle right here. So that means that whatever x is, y is twice as much. And whatever z is, that's going to be twice as much as what y was, because we've got 10 and 10. So that's y is a mid-segment of the entire triangle. So we know that they add to be 14. So if this side, we'll start with the smallest side. If the smallest side is x, then rather than calling this y, we could call this 2x. Just using the mid-segment theorem. And then that means that this bottom piece, rather than calling it z, would be double the mid-segment. The mid-segment is 2x, so if you double that, you get 4x. So that means you get x plus 2x plus 4x, which is 7x. That's the same thing as x plus y plus z. So that equals 14. If 7x equals 14, that means x is 2. Which means y, double that, so that would be 4. And then z would be double that, which would be 8. 8 plus 4 plus 12 is 14, like I said. So those are your 3 values.